Yo, 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 yo. What is up? What is up? What is up? What's goody, y'all? What's goody? What's goody? We in the building. What's up? What's up? The legal tampering period is here, ladies and gentlemen. So we here to talk, man. We here to talk. And I know it's not gonna be many people in here because other people are live. Other people are live, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully we can get some people in here. Make sure y'all come on in and hitting that like button, y'all. I'm live at work, so we're gonna do this temporary period from work, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna do this temporary period from work. So we are here, we are live. Let me just try to wipe down my camera real quick. All right, here we go, here we go. Yeah, it's a little bit unclear. So it was a little bit blurry for y'all, but we here, y'all. Chaos Raider, what's going on? Chaos Raider, what's going on? Let me change it real quick. Change the thumbnail for y'all. Thumbnail looks terrible right now. So I'm about to change this for y'all real quick. So now I downloaded it. There we go. Cause I'm watching on my computer as well. So I'm at work. I'm at work with it, y'all. I'm at work with it. So we gonna talk. We definitely gonna get to talking and get the things working. Y'all know how it does, man. The temporary period is here. Let's see what the Las Vegas Raiders do. Let's see what other people do, man. Let's see what other people do. So shout out to all the subscribers, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all, man. For real. Just waiting for some more news to come into play. Wait for some more news to come into play. But what's up with y'all, man? Let me share this live out. Let me share this live out with y'all. Is the mic good? Is the mic good? Let me know if the mic good. Jimmy G is a lock. How do you know Jimmy G is a lock? Okay, so we do have some news, ladies and gentlemen. You are absolutely right. The NFL free agency window is now officially open. And now I'm seeing right now, according to Ian Rappaport, he's saying that the QB market settles. The Raiders are expected to be on free agent quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo when the window opens in 5 minutes, sources says. Some mutual interest here thanks to the familiarity of some old friends. Interesting. And then we have some other news as well that the Falcons have agreed to terms with guard Chris Lindstrom with a $105 million extension. Very, very interesting. Um, then listen, the defensive tackle Shelby Harris, the former Seattle Seahawk, according to Michael Garfalo, he does say that Shelby Harris is looking to plan to be released by the Seattle Seahawks. So that's somebody on the market that we can look at as a defensive tackle position as well. So that's all for right now. It seems like the Texans is after Jimmy G as well. I don't see that as of right now. I just see it according to Ian Rappaport. It says it right here that the Raiders are locked in on Jimmy G. So yeah, so it's gonna be very interesting to watch, y'all. It's gonna be very, very interesting to watch. So make sure y'all come on in and hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel, man. So we gonna be talking, man. We could be talking. We could be talking. I don't I'm not really doing much at work. It's my last week here, so yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to watch. So I got Twitter right beside me right here. I got it right beside me. Is the mic good? Let me know if the mic good or not. Let me know if the mic good or not. But yeah, we here, man. We here. All right, let me see. Let me share this out. Let me share this out to y'all real quick. What's up, y'all? What's going on? Make sure y'all share this out, y'all. Make sure y'all share this out. We in the building. I'm trying to stay with all the news, y'all. I'm trying to stay with all the news here. So come on in and hit that like button. Good morning to y'all. Good morning to y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling today? Look like there's a possibility that we might just be getting Jimmy G. Like we really just did everybody. Like this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be an interesting tampering period, ladies and gentlemen. Very interesting tampering period that um yeah, it's going to be very very interesting. I don't know why my thumbnail didn't change. Let me see if it did. For some reason, it's not coming up as my thumbnail that I did upload. So let me just double check that real quick. Like I'm live right now. Yeah, it's updated. I don't know what YouTube is doing. Maybe I have to close it out. I don't know. But how y'all feeling right now, man? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling about the tampering period? Chris Lindstrom gets a 5-year, $105 million for the Atlanta Falcons. So that's what he agrees to. That's what he agrees to. Jimmy G's ass can't stay healthy. My, I disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? I disagree. I don't think Jimmy G is ass. I think his durability is the reasoning why. His durability is the reason why people have issues with Jimmy G. You know what I'm saying? They have issues with Jimmy G because his durability is a problem, and I just feel like at the end of the day that you could do some things differently. I mean, I heard that he's asking for $25 million. Um, that's a lot to be asking for a guy durability issues. I'm scared for my team. Qorky, why are you scared of your team? Why are you scared of your team? Jerry and Steven is on vacation. Oh wow, they on vacation during the tampering period, bro. They on vacation during the tampering period. Wow, that's amazing. That is amazing that they are on vacation. They better not be on vacation. I'm being completely honest. They better not be on vacation. But make sure you when y'all coming in here, make sure y'all coming in and hitting that like button, y'all. Coming in and hitting that like button, y'all, and subscribing to the channel, man. Period. That's what we here for. And you know, not they on vacation. I don't trust what they. So who's your team though? That's the question. Who's your team? That's what I need to know. Who's actually your team? That's what I'm talking about. Let me did my thing freeze up or did I pause it? Oh yeah, I paused it. Okay. So let me go over to Twitter real quick and let me share this out. And it opens, so now we're going to go. It looks like the Raiders are going to go up to Jimmy G, which I knew that was going to be the last resort, but I still think they're going to get a quarterback in the draft. I still think that Adams is going to be pissed. I don't think Devontae Adams is going to be pissed. I don't think so. I don't think he's going to be pissed. This is my that's just my personal opinion. I don't think he's going to be pissed. But I'm gonna be on here for y'all. Going from Carr to Jimmy is not an upgrade though. Let me just let's look at it. Let me just. I don't understand how it's not an upgrade when Jimmy G been to the playoffs more than Derek Carr. I'm just saying. So let's look a little bit more into Jimmy G real quick. Let's look a little bit more into him. Even though I feel like the durability issue is is the reason why he has not been successful. But didn't a couple of years out, he just took the 49ers to the NFC Championship? If I'm not mistaken, didn't he beat the Green Bay? Didn't he beat Aaron Rodgers that he wanted?
in the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. He's more he's like I'm not understanding. Like Jimmy G is a very serviceable quarterback when he's healthy. Very serviceable. If you give him a defense, if we could build a defense around Jimmy G, this team would be totally different. You might have the benefit of the doubt when it comes to him when it comes to that. Just my personal opinion. But let's look at Jimmy G, Jimmy Garoppolo. Um, let's look at his stats. Let's look at his stats. He my thing is this though, my like he's very efficient. Like he's been with the 49ers for one, two, three, four, five. He been with the 49ers for 6 years. In 2017, he was 67.4 completion percentage for 1,560 yards, 17 TDs, and 5 interceptions. In 2018, he was 59.6 completion percentage with 718 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions, which he wasn't starting at the time. And then he took a big jump in 2019. Took a big jump in 2019, but his touchdowns and interceptions could have been better. But he almost had a 70% completion percentage with 3,978 yards, 27 TDs, and 27 TDs and 13 interceptions. Me, I think 27 TDs, over 4,000 passing yards, that's pretty serviceable for me. In 2020, he had a 67.1 completion percentage, 1,006 yards, 1,096 yards, 7 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. I think that's when he got benched, if I'm not mistaken. Or he got hurt. I think that's when he got hurt. Don't get me the line. Don't get me the line. Let me see if my audio is messing up. Let me see if my audio is messing up. Mic check, mic check. I might have to turn it up a little bit. Hold on. Can y'all hear me now? Yeah, I think it's this microphone that I have. I think it's this microphone that I have. Let me see if I can take this out real quick. Hold on, hold on. Can y'all hear me now? Oh man, you see, I got my headphones. Oh, I should have my other headphones that I have. Go DC Defenders. Oh my God. But I'm at work though, so y'all gotta understand. Yeah, y'all gotta understand. I'm at work, so y'all gotta understand.
Now, how does that sound? Yeah, that sounds better. Yeah, I got the audio better now. So I got my headset in. So yeah. Good morning. Yeah, I know that sounds better. I know that sounds better. I know it do. I know it do. It sounds way better. But yeah. So they say in the NFL now, expect the Raiders to show interest in Jimmy G. We seeing that right now. That's according to Ian Rappaport. That's the only news that we have right now, so far. But back to Jimmy G. Back to Jimmy G though. So if you look at it in 2021, he had 68.3 completion percentage for 3,810 yards, and then he had 20 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, and then last year before he got hurt, he was completing 67% of his passes, 2,437 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions with a passer rating of 103.0. See, that's the problem. The durability issues is the issue with Jimmy Garoppolo. I think he can put uh I think he could put up the numbers. Don't get me wrong. I really think Jimmy G can put up the numbers. It's just that can he stay healthy? That is the biggest problem that we have. That is the biggest problem that we have, and that's Jimmy G being being who he is. What's going on, Chad? Chad was good. Jimmy G is asking for 25 million. That's not bad. I understand he's asking for 25 million, but it's not bad for a person that fuck out of here, bro. I'm out anyways. Jimmy G will disappoint. I don't think so. This guy has been to the playoffs. This guy has provenly been to the playoffs. Like y'all gotta think about it. I don't want him asking for $25 million. I think he should lower that price due to the fact that he has durability issues. But the numbers don't lie with Jimmy G. The guy does win. The guy does win games. The guy does win games. So you can't be mad at me because that's my opinion. The guy wins football games when he's available. When he's on the football field, he wins football games. And that's what we want. We want to win, right? We want to win. We want to win, right? We're not getting Aaron Rodgers. Tom Brady's out the door. So like, I mean, we're not getting Lamar Jackson. So stop, nip that in the bud, y'all. Y'all gotta be very understanding or how strategically that we have to do this with Jimmy G. You gotta understand that he knows Josh McDaniels' offense. If we, that's what I'm saying. We gotta go all. I just feel like in my opinion, Jonathan Jimmy G can win games. He just needs to stay healthy. That's the thing. Better go all in if we sign Jimmy G. I agree. That's the thing. You have to get Jimmy G a defense. You have to give Jimmy G a defense for him to be effective. If you don't give him a defense and he got to play from behind, that's a problem. Because I don't see no quarterback on the market right now that can play from behind and win. Aaron Rodgers is not going. Aaron Rodgers is not coming to the Raiders. So get that out your heads. Miami, morning all. What's going on, Nuke? Nuke 16 was good. Miami got Ramsey for a tight in the third round. Yeah, I seen that on my shorts, man. I seen that on my shorts. We got 14 people in the chat with only 10 likes. Hit that like button, man. Stop playing. Let's get the algorithm up. Stop playing with me, y'all. Stop playing with me for real. Stop playing with me. But I'm still waiting for some news to come out right now. And okay, so the Patriots are expected to re-sign standout corner Jonathan Jones. He gets a 2-year deal, so that's in the books. Cornerback Jonathan Jones is off the board, and now the Bears are on the board signing former Eagles T.J. Edwards to a 3-year deal. TJ, former linebacker TJ Edwards, will be going to the Chicago Bears. So the Chicago Bears get them a linebacker. Yes, the Chicago Bears gets them a linebacker, ladies and gentlemen. Al's Ghost, what's going on? B Al was good. Did you see the Falcons trade? Yes, I seen the Falcons trade. I actually did a short on that. I did a short on that. How much did Ramsey get? Miami dropped some cash. From what I've heard, for over the next 2 years, I think they split 39 and a half, if I'm not mistaken. They split 39 and a half. How much the Raiders need to focus on defense than a QB? This team hasn't had an average defense since 2012. That's a fact. That's a fact. But I feel like if we go get Jimmy G, and I think everything else will fall into place if we solidify our quarterback position for this year. We have to solidify the quarterback for this year to win this year. That's what we have to do. So we got to get a quarterback and solidify that defense, but we got to go cheap on quarterback. We can't break the bank with a quarterback right now. We just can't. Darian, at least we could tell Mitch to stop saying Carson Wentz coming to the Raiders. Please stop saying that, 'cause I do not want that clown. Dog, I do not want that clown. But I don't understand why people hate on Jimmy G. That's my only issue that I have. I don't know why people hate on Jimmy G. Like Jimmy G is not a bad quarterback. He's just not durable. That's the problem. That's the only issue I have with him. Is just he's just not durable. I mean, let's keep it a buck. Like he's just not that. He puts up numbers. He wins games. He led the Eagles is going to lose a lot of players. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. The Eagles is definitely going to lose a lot of players. I definitely agree to that. I definitely agree to that. They're going to lose a lot of players. But make sure y'all come on in and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Spotlight Football Talk. We'll be covering the Tampering Day 1 so far in here. So make sure y'all come in and come through and show some love to your boy. It's going to be fun. What the Bills need to do to keep their defense healthy next year, the players got to stay healthy. That's what they got to do. The players got to stay healthy. Um, at this point, at this point, I'll be surprised if the Raiders spend any big money. Maybe a former Steeler and Eagles Hargrave could come to the Raiders. Yes, I'm actually looking for Hargraves to make that move. I'm looking for Hargraves to make that move, honestly. So it will be a 3-year deal for TJ Edwards that's leaving the Eagles. That's leaving the Eagles and going to the Chicago Bears. So that is the updated news that we have. So the updated news that we have, oh, we got something coming from breaking news. Breaking news out of Bleacher Report that Austin Eckler has requested a trade. Their star running back for the Los Angeles Chargers has requested a trade, according to Adam Scheffner. It does say that the Chargers, Austin Eckler, is requesting permission to speak to other teams about a potential trade. After preliminary talks with the team aimed at a contract extension did not progress, his agent Cameron Weiss told ESPN. Wow, wow. Austin Eckler is asking for a trade. So here go the numbers for TJ Edwards. Here go the numbers for TJ Edwards. So TJ Edwards would get $13.5 million. Well, I'm sorry, he'll get $19.5 million over the next 3 years. Sources says $12 million guaranteed. Big signing for Chicago, not the last. You know, Chicago got the most cap space in football right now. They got the top cap space. So I mean, they're gonna spend some money today. They're gonna agree to a lot of people today. That's one thing. That's one thing that's going to happen. That's one thing that's going to happen. They're going to spend a lot of money on people. That's really what they're going to do. EK to Buffalo, I don't know, man. But right now, according to Adam Scheffner, that Austin Eckler is seeking a trade, ladies and gentlemen. So that is some breaking news coming out so far. But I want to see Shelby Harris because Shelby Harris is going to get released. Shelby Harris is going to get released from the Seattle Seahawks, and that's a defensive tackle that could definitely bulk up our defensive tackle, especially for the defensive line for the Las Vegas Raiders. Jimmy G is a good quarterback. The problem, he can't stay healthy. Not worth the money. I think he should get. I think he should lower that $25 million a year, guaranteed. The Buccaneers is interested in Baker Mayfield. He could make them better than the other quarterbacks that they have on the roster right now. I agree. Chicago always think defense is the end to be all. Well, they don't have no linebackers. You got to think about it, Dell Jr. You got to think about it. They don't have no linebackers when they traded Roquan Smith. When they traded Roquan Smith, they didn't have no linebackers. Their linebackers stink. I mean, outside of Nicholas Morrow, but Nicholas Morrow is an injury-prone linebacker. I think TJ Edwards, he played all 17 games last year. He was definitely healthy. I think he'll be good for the Bears. I think he'll be good for the Bears, but I think they're going to address the offensive line as well. They got the most money in football. They got the most money than all other 31 teams. So I think they're going to address the offensive line. I really think they are. How the Bears win their rings defense? They won their rings due to defense. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. They won their rings through defense. You know, they traded, the Patriots traded John Smith. They traded John Smith. So Smith is a John Smith is a Falcon now. So that's interesting to watch. He got traded for a 7th round pick. John Smith, I think he's a good tight end. He links back up with Arthur Smith. That's gonna be interesting to watch. you know. So we just waiting for some more news to come out. That's what I'm waiting for. Up, we got something. Oh no, we don't got nothing. They just talk about the free agency with Jonathan Jones. That's what they're talking about. They just talking about with Jonathan Jones re-signing back with the New England Patriots. Hopefully we could get some corners. Defense wins championships that way. They do. You got to build in the draft and you got to build through free agency. But you don't want to go out and get any old players in free agency. You want to get some commodities that's still in a prime right now. You might have to spend some money for them, but you know that's the understanding part of it. You know, you gotta understand that focal aspect of it when it comes to that. So yeah. But make sure y'all come on in and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. The road to 8K is here. We talking about the free agency, legal tampering period. So we here, man. We gonna be doing this to a we gonna be doing this for a little bit, probably until my lunch break. You know, yeah, probably until my lunch break. But you know, hey, it is what it is. I'm gonna be walking around with y'all and all that stuff, and just have ourselves a good time. You know, let me see if y'all can hear me. Is it still low on y'all end? Let me see if y'all can hear me. Is it still low on your end? Oh no, y'all can hear me now. Y'all can hear me now. We just wait for some more news to come out, and nothing's nothing. I mean, they talking about they losing T.J. Edwards to a 3-year deal. They talk about that. Let me go to Michael Garfalo too. Let me just put his notifications on as well. Um, I think I got Adam Scheffner as well. Let me just see. I think I got Adam Scheffner. Don't get me the lion. I think I got Adam Scheffner as well. Let me just go to my Twitter real quick. But make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. But what players outside of quarterback do you want to see the Raiders get? What quarterbacks you want to see the Raiders get outside of what other free agents you will want to see us get outside of a quarterback? I need y'all to hot spotlight. Thank you for being on, brother. Appreciate it, Bruce Davis. Appreciate it, Davis. Appreciate it, Bruce Davis. Thank you for coming through, man. Thank you for coming through, man. If defense wins championships, the offense is irrelevant. Why didn't the 49ers win the last 4 Super Bowls? Because it's about the quarterbacks. The reason why the 49ers didn't win the last Super Bowls is because their defense gave up points. The defense gave up points. The defense folded when they needed to. They couldn't get pressure to the quarterback. Defense do win championships to a certain extent. Yes, you still got to put points on the board, but your defense can't be on the field for 30 minutes either. You know what I'm saying? Defense win championships to a certain extent. Like, let me tell you how defense wins championships, right? There's no way the Las Vegas Raiders is winning the championship no time soon when our defense is ranked dead last in every statistical category. And we give up 30 plus points a game. But if your offense puts up 30 plus points, then how you win the football game? So you got to think of it in that aspect. So according to Adam Schefter says Austin Eckler is due $6.25 million in 2023. What is scheduled to be the last year of his contract? That's why he wants to be traded. That's why he wants to be traded because he's due 6.25 million in 2023. A defense could be number one until they play KC. Facts. Facts. Honestly, Jimmy G is the right price. I'll even roll with Baker Mayfield. I don't like Baker Mayfield. I am not a fan of Baker Mayfield. I am not a fan of Baker Mayfield. Absolutely not. I'm not a fan of him. Javon Hargrave, yes, I like Javon Hargrave. I definitely like Javon Hargrave. Absolutely. I took this week off. Why you take the week off, bro? Why you take the week off? Darian, the Seahawks, and Shelby Harris could go. This thing be acting stupid. Ain't nobody coming up here anyway, so it don't even matter. Um, salute to the Raider Nation. Facts. Salute to the Raider Nation. Salute to y'all. Salute to y'all, man. Dead ass. Salute to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Jerry, can you at least try? What do you want? What do you want for Jerry? What do you want for Jerry? That's my thing. What would you want for Jerry? What would you want? What would you want Jerry to do? What do you want Jerry Jones to do? State of urgency. Okay, I like the sound of that. I like the sound of state of urgency. I like the sound of that. Yeah, I like the sound of state of urgency. I do. But make sure y'all come on in and hit that like button, y'all. Subscribe to the channel. We trying to get the AK here. Trying to get the AK here. I am doing the Darian Hopkins show today as well. Talk about the free agents that happened, but we haven't heard nothing. We haven't heard no more news yet. Yo, the Raider Nation on Twitter is crazy. All right, I'm gonna go eat some lunch. And keep up the good work. Thank you so much, man. Oh, Sleeping Angels, I have not seen you here in a beat. You see what the Bears did, bro? You see what the Bears did? Y'all signed former Eagles linebacker T.J. Edwards to a 3-year deal. I think it's up to 19.5 million dollars, 12 million guaranteed for him. Yeah, yes, sir. Eagles can go after Bud Dupree. Bud Dupree is overpaid in Tennessee right now. Hit them likes and happy free agency. What's going on, AK? Hopefully we can have a better day than we had yesterday with the goddamn Las Vegas Vipers, man. That was brutal. That was brutal, man. That was real brutal. Y'all, do y'all think Lamar Jackson get tweeted? Do y'all think Lamar Jackson gets Viper shit? So we are going to draft a QB or defense with 7. That I don't know what we're going to do at 7. It really depends on this tampering period, and it depends on free agency or what we do at quarterback. Because as of right now, the Raiders are looking at Jimmy Garoppolo. That's the news that we have so far out of the Raiders camp. That's so far we have out of the Raiders camp. That's all I really know at this point. Sleeping Angels, your team make good moves. They gotta make good moves. They got the most cap space in NFL. They gotta make good moves. And it's a lot of good players on. It's a lot of good players that's on the market. But the question is, who they going after. So make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Tampering period is going to be very, very interesting, y'all. This is day one. They could agree, but they can't really sign till March 15th. All right, really can't sign till March 15th, unfortunately. I think that's when the new league year starts, March 15th, which is Wednesday. I would like to see the Raiders get some speed on offense. Like who? What players would you look for, Dell Jr.? What players would you look for? What players would you be looking for? I would love to see that. Me personally, can we trade for DeAndre Hopkins and get the third overall pick? Can we do that? I don't understand why people say, "Oh, Raiders don't do that." Why? Why? Can we get DeAndre Hopkins on the opposite side of Devontae Adams and trade for the third round pick? Can we do that? Can we do that? Raiders, can we do that? Because I would love to see that. Honestly, I would love to see that. That would be a great move for your Raiders. I think so. We don't have a number two receiver. But I understand that DeAndre Hopkins still considers himself as a number one. So that kind of like makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Understand why we're not doing it because I think DeAndre Hopkins still considers himself a number one in this league outside of Devontae Adams. But having them two together, bro, you know how fire would that be? You know how fire would that be? That would be nasty. Okay, so we got some news, ladies and gentlemen. According to Around the NFL, they are shopping Shaq Barrett. The Buccaneers are shopping Shaq Barrett. They're looking to trade him. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are looking to trade Shaq Barrett. That's interesting. That's really interesting. What the Buccaneers is getting rid of a lot of good defensive players. Tim Brown and Jerry Rice. Yeah, you seen that. Oh, Shaq Mason. I'm sorry, Shaq Mason. Actually, it's an offensive lineman. I'm sorry, not Shaq Barrett. Shaq Mason. Shaq Mason. So according to that, yep, the Bucks are looking to trade offensive lineman Shaq Mason, according to Jeremy Fowler of ESPN, which is interesting as well because we need offensive linemen. Tampa Bay is in rebuild because they have no money. I agree. I agree. But how good is Shaq Mason? Please elaborate on that. How good is Shaq Mason? And should the Raiders go after him in the trade? I mean, think about it. I'm trying to make sure I stay on all the top of the news with y'all. I'm trying to make sure. This is why I wanted to go live early because I know I got to do my other live at 5 o'clock, which is on the Darian Hopkins show. So that's why I wanted to go live on here, and I think I'm gonna be going live on here even more when it comes to the tampering period and stuff of that nature. I think I'm gonna be going live from here instead of me going home and try to go live and stuff like that and trying to get everything together, and it just doesn't work out. But how y'all feel about Shaq Mason, man? How y'all feel about him as an offensive lineman? Because we do need depth at offensive line. Like I can't even, you know, I can't even put that mommy. Wow. Okay, according to Michael Garfalo, the Ravens have released defensive tackle Calais Campbell. Calais Campbell has been released, ladies and gentlemen. Calais Campbell has been released. Well, defensive end. According to Tom Pelissero, according to Michael Garfalo, they said the Ravens have released Calais Campbell. That's interesting. Calais is long in the tooth. What you mean by that, Algos? What you mean by that? So this is what Calais Campbell had to say. So the Ravens had put out, we had released Calais Campbell. He said Calais defined what it is to be a Raven, his personality, professionalism, and his contributions to the organization, both on and off the field, are immense. With the passion and leadership and toughness, Calais has undoubtedly produced a Hall of Fame worthy career. While this is the worst part of the business, we have not closed the door on possibility of him returning to the team in the future. No, no, he's old, should retire. But I wasn't expecting him to be released though. Calais will be 37 next season. And yo, Al goes, how are you? I hope your day is okay, man. Been a while since I seen you around. I have not seen him around either though. I just wasn't expecting him to be. I wasn't expecting him to actually be released though. We all know that Jermaine Illuminor is probably not coming back to Las Vegas. He's going to hit the free agent market. We know Denzel Perriman is going to hit the free agent market. So it's going to be very interesting to watch, y'all. Very, very interesting to watch. So make sure y'all come on in and hit that like button, y'all. Doing well, fellas. Great to see all of you. Thank you. Thank you. So Ian Rappaport up. We got some news. Jason Kelsey is back, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Kelsey is coming back for another year. He tweeted out that I have put so much thought into whether it makes sense to play another season after talking it over with my wife and many other friends and family. I have decided to return for another year. Thank you to all the supporters and thank you to everybody that fueled me to come back. I ain't done yet. Jason Kelsey has admitted that he will be returning to the Philadelphia Eagles. So that's some news that we got. The news that he's not retiring. So that's some news that he's not retiring, basically. Yeah, so I'm keeping y'all updated with everything. So Jason Kelsey is coming back for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I think that's good for the Philadelphia Eagles. They need the anchor of the offensive line, their heart and soul of their offensive line is Jason Kelsey. I don't think that line would be the same if Jason Kelsey retired. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think he would be who he is if he decided you know, to retire. I don't think that offensive line would be the same. I don't think that offensive line would be good if Jason Kelsey decides to retire. So, let's see what else we have. Okay, so everybody has just retweeted it. Okay, so I'm keeping y'all updated with the news, y'all. I'm keeping y'all updated with the news. I know everybody else is live. I know other Raider channels are live and stuff like that. But hey, I'm doing this from work, man. A lot of people that does this YouTube stuff don't do it from work. You see what I'm saying? They don't do it from work, and I'm doing it from work and putting my job on the line, talking to y'all, for real. Putting my job on the line to talk to y'all. But I appreciate it, man. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate it a lot, man. I really do. I really do, man. I'm just trying to get back on this grind on this channel. I'm just trying to get back on this grind no matter which way and how many ways I do it. Former Eagle exec Ian Cunningham now assists GM with the Bears, and that's why TJ Edwards goes to the Bears. You good spotlight. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate it 110%. I appreciate it. I appreciate it 100%, man. I really do. Also, that's why he went to the Bears. Okay, thank you, Anthony Price, for the update. I appreciate it, man. So we've seen that Shaq Mason is going to be traded. We've seen that wants to seek a trade. We see that um, Austin Eckler requested a trade. That was interesting. That was interesting as well to see that happen. I was not expecting Austin Eckler to request a trade. I understand he's getting paid $6.2 million, and he's on the last year of his contract, and they could not get an extension done. So with that being said, yeah, I agree with that. I think he should ask for a trade. He's very valuable to that offense, and you don't want to pay that man. Something ain't right about that. Something ain't right about that. All right, so we do have a guard off the board. Guard Ben Powers has plans to sign with the Denver Broncos. So Ben Powers is like he's going to be off the board. They're going to sign an offensive lineman going to the Denver Broncos. Guard Ben Powers plans to sign with the Denver Broncos per source. So former Raven. So he was a Raven. Okay, so he was a Raven. Former Ravens guard Ben Powers is planning to sign a 4-year deal with the Denver Broncos. Powers started 36 games for Baltimore in the 4 years, including all 17 last year. Some protection for Russell Wilson. Sean Payton is not playing with this division. He's going out and getting protection for Russell Wilson. He is not playing with the AFC West. I hate the Donkeys, but I have to say, they went out and got themselves an offensive lineman that played all 17 games. I wish the Raiders could have did that. We need offensive linemen too. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there. Yep. So it's gonna be a 4-year deal, but I don't know the money part of it. Salute Spotlight Raider Dangerfield. What's good, brother? What's good, brother? How you doing on this Monday? So make sure y'all hit that like button, man. And subscribe. It's like, nah. We just waiting for the free agency, more news to come out. We 2 away from 30 likes, man. Share this live out. Share it out, share it out, share it out. We live, baby. Watch the Raiders sign someone from New England. Yo, dead ass, you might be right about that. Dead ass, you literally might be right about that. The Raiders need a ton of help. What are we waiting? What are they waiting for? Don't know. Don't know what they waiting for. Spotlight. So who will be our QB? Don't know. I know right now the Raiders are looking into Jimmy G, and a lot of people don't like it. But this is what happens when you bank on an Aaron Rodgers. This is what happens when you try to bank on a Lamar Jackson. This is what happens when you try to bank on a Tom Brady, knowing that those guys is not coming to the Raiders. This is what happens when you bank on players like that. Because the Raiders don't get players like an Aaron Rodgers. They don't get players like a Lamar Jackson. They don't get players like a goddamn Tom Brady. Like, come on now, y'all gotta understand this, man. This is the Las Vegas Raiders. This is the Raiders that we're talking about when it comes to free agency. We don't get nobodies until day 2 or day 3 of free agency. That's a fact. We wait too damn long to get players. Like we waited too damn long to get Josh McDaniels as a coach last year. We waited too long. We let every other better coach that was better than Josh McDaniels go off the board, and Josh McDaniels was our last resort. Sorry to say, but it's facts are facts. That's why I'm not looking forward to, what I'm saying? I'm not looking forward to anything crazy. I'm not looking forward to anything crazy at all. I'm not. I'm literally not looking forward to anything crazy. If we make a big splash, it will be a shocker. If we make a big blame bowl cut, facts. Blame them. Blame bowl cut because he is the problem. He's probably the biggest problem. So according to, I'm still waiting for some news to come down. But we here, y'all. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, man. We in the building. We just waiting for some more news to come down. That's all I'm waiting for. I'm trying to give y'all play-by-play news. Hopefully, the Broncos are going all out and we sit and do nothing. And this is the problem with our organization. We sit around and wait. What are we waiting for? If we want to make an impact and we want to start winning football games, the impact starts right now. Yeah, as long as Mark Davis making his money, he doesn't care if we're winning or not. He doesn't care. He definitely tarnished his father's name of Just Win Baby because he's just commitment to profit. He's not commitment to excellence. He's commitment to profit, basically. I've been saying this for years, but people are like, oh no, it's not him, it's not him. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Mark Davis is here to be money hungry. Why you think he brought the Las Vegas Aces? Come on, y'all. Like y'all gotta be real, man. And when he brought the Las Vegas Aces, they won the championship. What is he doing for the Raiders? What is he doing for the Raiders? He brought the Aces. They won the championship, and what is he doing for us? Nothing. What are we doing to win a championship like the Aces? Nothing. But this is the problem that we have. This is the issue that we have.
I need what you call it here? I need the key. The
The for the lock. Okay, gotcha.
I no problem.
So anything like this in the drawers, right? Okay. 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 All right, so I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I'm sorry. I'm like I said, I'm at work doing this stuff, man. I'm at work doing this stuff. So, let's see. All right, so from Mike earlier, a lengthy deal for Powers in Denver, which is very heavy guard market. So we definitely need to look for a guard, man. We definitely need to look for a guard. I'm sorry that I missed y'all stuff, man. Give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second here, y'all. Yes, Scrum Bowl Cut will sell off the fans. He sure will. He sure will, man. He definitely will. I definitely agree to that. Safety Jay Poyer could come to the Raiders. That's a possibility. Davis doesn't care. He stands and will be full of a half of the fans of the opponent. Right. But I don't understand how he got mad that the Raiders are not buying tickets, but you're not giving us a product to buy a ticket. You see what I'm saying? He's not giving us a product to buy a ticket. So how can you be mad at us? You know what I'm saying? Can't be mad at us, bro. You just can't. You can't be mad at us for that. But make sure y'all come on in and hit that like button, y'all. Okay, so we got some news out of Adam Scheffner. He says sources with multiple teams believe the Broncos would trade a wide receiver. Denver had talks with teams about Cortland Sutton, Jerry Judy, KJ Hamler, and teams said that the Broncos are asking for high prices, not just dumping them, but it's not out of the question once for a person that gets moved. So they think about trading Jerry Judy, KJ Hamler, and Cortland Sutton. Wow. Wow. So you're telling me Cortland Sutton, Jerry Judy, and KJ Hamler teams called Denver about. That's interesting. And mind you, this is the tweet he just put out. This is the tweet that Cortland Sutton be out. I just want to be where I'm wanted and appreciated. That's the tweet that Cortland Sutton put out on Twitter. I mean, you know what? A Devontae Adams and Cortland Sutton, if Cortland Sutton can stay healthy, I'm intrigued by that. I'm intrigued by that. I'm really am. Okay, so this is the details of Ben Powers' contract. The details of Ben Powers' contract. The Broncos are giving guard Ben Powers 4 years, $52 million deal with 28 and a half guaranteed, sources said. So former Raven and now new Broncos guard Ben Powers is getting a 4-year, $52 million deal, 28 and a half guaranteed. So that is the numbers for Ben Powers, the former Baltimore Raven, that played all the games last year. Raiders, what are we doing? I knew it. I just knew the Raiders was not going to do nothing, man. I know this already. I just know it. I see it. I see it. I see it, bro. Like I see it. Like this is crazy. Shout out to y'all, man. For real. It doesn't shock me. I'm live at work for real. Like this is crazy. I'm risking my life. I'm risking my job for y'all, man. Yeah, man. We live, bro. I'm just wait for some more news to come out. So they so Jay we just got some. Let me see what other news that we have. Let me go back to Twitter real quick. I'm assuming the trade for number one would require teams. Okay, so they retweeting saying that the Chicago Bears were serious in discussions with Las Vegas Raiders for a 2023 number one pick before making the trade with the Carolina Panthers. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. So the Chicago Bears was talking to the Las Vegas Raiders. They was talking to the Las Vegas Raiders for that number one overall pick before making the trade with Carolina. I don't know what the Raiders was trying to give up. I don't know what they was trying to give up, but I guess they didn't like they didn't like the asking cost what the Raiders wanted. They didn't like the asking cost. So basically that's what happens, man. It's a business at the end of the day, you know? It's a business. Okay, so here we go. So Kashawn Nixon is going back to Green Bay. So here comes the Ian Rappaport. He said that the news that the Packers fans have been waiting for, and they have agreed to terms with all-pro returner Kashawn Nixon on a one-year deal that's worth the max value of $6 million per source. Kashawn Nixon was a former Las Vegas Raider. Carolina done changed the draft. They did. We could have changed the draft too if we would have traded up. We could have changed the draft too. That's a fact. That's a fact. We could have changed it up too though. We could have changed the landscape if we would have got that number one overall pick. We would have changed the landscape. Does anyone think Jimmy G will be better than Stidham? Cause I don't. I think so. I think he'll be better than Stidham. I think so. Numbers don't lie, and him taking his team to NFC championships and winning football games does matter. Jimmy G wins football games when he's healthy. Like y'all. I don't understand why y'all so under wraps with Jimmy G. Like I don't understand that. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like Jimmy G, Jimmy G has a completion percentage that's better than Jared Stidham's or better than a lot of people in the league. Josh McDaniels knows Jimmy G. If Jimmy G can stay healthy with his durability, I'm telling y'all right now, it's going to be a different story for him. It's going to be a different story. I don't understand why people feel like that with Jimmy G because he was a 49er. I think he will. I think he's a proven Stidham. Let me see. I think he's a proven Stidham, but has improved still. He only saw 2 games. That's a fact. Jimmy G wins games with a number one defense. And that's what I'm saying. If we go out and get Jimmy G, right? If we go build in the free agency in a draft and defense, we will be fine. All we gotta do is get depth at the offensive line and get a defense. But you look at the weapons that he had on offense, though. No, that's not why Purdy is successful. Y'all don't understand. Do y'all understand the landscape of football, right? When it comes to a culture, when it comes to a culture, when it comes to listen, I'm a Raiders fan till I die, but I respect the 49ers, and I'm gonna tell you why. They have a winning culture. They had a winning culture with Kaepernick. They had a winning culture with before Jimmy Garoppolo got there. They had a winning culture with Alex Smith. They had a winning culture with every quarterback that they had. So I'm confused. That's why Purdy is successful. That's why Trey Lance, before he got hurt, was successful. That's why Jimmy Garoppolo was successful. Because the 49ers have a winning culture. They know what to do to build around their quarterback. Unlike us, we don't know how to build around our quarterback. So if you get Jimmy G, yes, a good coach and a winning culture. We all know that Kyle Shanahan is better than Josh McDaniels. We know that. We know that. There's a gap between there. The only reason why Josh McDaniels is better, it has more Super Bowls than Kyle Shanahan is because he was an offensive coordinator. He has not won nothing as a OC. They put him in the best place to be successful. That's a fact. That is a known fact. They put him in the best place to be successful. Like what? That's why I don't understand why. I understand it's a 49ers and a Raiders thing, but sometimes you gotta let that go. Y'all gotta let that go, man, for real. All right, let's see. Okay, so the Bucks are planning to release veteran Shaq Mason if they can't trade him in the coming days per source. Mason is due $8.5 million in the last year of his deal. So they are planning to release Shaq Mason, another offensive lineman that the Raiders could go after. Michael Garfalo says David Onimata is in a deal with the Falcons, which is a 12 million per year. In tight end and fullback, Andrew Beck plans to sign with the Houston Texans for 2 years, $6.7 million. So another David Odimata, a defensive tackle, one of the top defensive tackles in this free agency, is going to the Falcons. They weren't crying about an ex-Niner when Rice or even Bowman. Facts. Come on, bro. Like, well, at least we agree that we need to stack on the defense and the offensive line. Facts. We agree to disagree. But I just feel like right now, Jimmy G is the best option if we want to win right now. We're not getting Stroud, we probably won't get Bryce Young. Shit, if we don't move up to at least the top 5 pick, we're not getting a quarterback at 7. We're just not. If we do, then we gonna have to reach. Okay, so we got some other news. According to Tom Pelissero, he said that the Bucks are pursuing quarterback Baker Mayfield, but several other teams have expressed their interest in the number one overall pick. Per sources, a lot of moving parts in the QB market in the hour into a negotiation window. This is a breaking story right here. The Bucks are pursuing quarterback Baker Mayfield, but several other teams have expressed interest in the former number one overall pick per sources. A lot of moving parts in a QB market in an hour into the negotiation window. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Facts, unless we move up and get and focus on defense, Christian Gonzalez, he might be gone by then too, though. He might be gone by then. So he said, I need to know these other teams is at what the other teams, who these teams other asking for Baker. Yeah, it doesn't say. It doesn't say what other teams are asking for him. It doesn't say, basically. So let me see if I can go to lunch real quick. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'll be back. I'll be back. What's up, Ern? What's good? You just been talking. Oh. Mm-hmm.
You in this live stream.
Listen, that's how I make my extra money if I ain't working here.
And I ain't getting no check.
Yeah, my YouTube channel is monetized, so that's why I'm doing it. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? I'm sorry, I'm on my lunch break now. I'm on my lunch break now. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. So, what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Your boy on his lunch break. You know, trying to get this thing together here, because you know we are in the tampering period, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the tampering period of this live thing. So let's see if we got any news yet. Um, okay, so the full numbers of David Automata contract for the Falcons is 3 years, $35 million with $24.5 million fully guaranteed for the first 2 years of the deal, according to Michael Garfalo. Let me see if I can look at the comments on my stream. What's going on, NorCal? NorCal, what's going on? Raider Earn. Earn, what's good, my brother? I don't even see you. For some reason, I don't see you in the chat. I didn't block you. For some reason, I don't see you in the chat. I don't see Earn in the chat at all. But yeah, he definitely got paid, though. Salute the Raider Earn, man. Salute the Raider Earn. Salute to him. Dope as hell. Dope as hell. I don't even see his comments coming up. That's the crazy part. I don't even see his comments coming up. I'm getting my lunch together, y'all, because I'm on break. Y'all get a full access to my job since I'm here for the last week. Excellent. Yeah, since I'm here for the last week, you know. But make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 40 likes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to 40 likes. George C, what's good? George C, what's good? Go to mid rifle icon of the night between the scissors and then click live chat. I'm not doing all that, bro. Whatever you sending me that supremacy stuff, I'm not into that, bro. I'm not into that. I'm not into that, bro. I'm not into that. So make sure y'all come on in and hit that like button, y'all. Let's get to 40 likes. All right, so I think we got some news. Check this out. Brandon Marshall deleted the tweet from the free agents. Best not to go to Vegas. McDaniels isn't great. Listen, I would not be surprised if nobody wants to come. You're on top of the chat mode. That's why. Listen, I see why they're going to have Brandon Marshall turn him away. Brandon Marshall used to be coached by McDaniels in Denver, if I'm not mistaken. if I'm not mistaken. I think he was coached by McDaniels. Oh, here we go. Stidham is off the board, y'all. Stidham is going to the Broncos, ladies and gentlemen. Jarrett Stidham is going to the Broncos. We let Jarrett Stidham walk. We let Stidham walk. Former Raiders quarterback Jarrett Stidham is signing a 2-year, $10 million deal with the Broncos. He's choosing to play for Sean Payton over the options. The deal includes $5 million guaranteed with $4 million more of an upside. He reunites with Davis Webb, who has known him since he was a teenager. Stidham is still in the division, but he is a Denver Bronco. Stidham is a donkey. Stidham is a donkey. I knew this was going to happen. I told y'all. I told y'all. I said it last night on the live stream. I said it last night on the live stream. I said it. I said it. I said, what if Stidham does not come back? I talked about it. I talked about it on the live stream. What is our next alternative? Typical Raider stuff. Typical. Typical Raider stuff. Typical. I am not surprised by this move. I am not surprised. Oh man, that is hilarious, right? I'm not surprised by this move, y'all. I'm not. He'll be waiting for a while, but he'd rather play with Sean Payton. He'd rather play for Sean Payton than Josh McDaniels. I'm just saying. I knew it. I told y'all. I told y'all on the live yesterday. I told y'all. I told y'all. What if Stidham does not get re-signed? I called it. I called it. This is why I am the Spotlight Football Talk. Because I keep my options open. I knew that we was not going to re-sign Stidham. I knew it. But the fact that he signed to a team in the division, oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Our quarterback woes are terrible. Our quarterback issue is a problem. Our quarterback issue is a problem. Stidham news just confirmed that we're getting Garoppolo. Who was the quarterback left on the Raiders so far? Chase Garbers. What's going on, bro? What's going on? Chase Garbers is the guy, y'all. He might be the starting quarterback for the Las Vegas Raiders. Chase Garbers. It might be the starting quarterback for the Las Vegas Raiders. I called it. I called it, ladies and gentlemen. I called it. I called it. I knew Stidham was not staying a Raider. I knew it. I knew it. This organization sucks, man. How can we be behind this organization? Like, I don't get it. This is a terrible the Raiders are a terrible organization. They saying that's a lot of money for a backup. He's only getting $10 million. He's getting a 2 year, $10 million deal. How does a lot of money for a backup? People, he's getting 10 million for 2 years, 5 million guaranteed. How is that a lot for a backup? That's not a lot. If they fail getting Jimmy G, it is. It is legal tampering. It's not free agency. What's going on, Montana Fox? What's good? But if y'all didn't watch the XFL live stream yesterday, I said it. I said it. I said, what if Jarrett Stidham does not sign back with the Raiders? Then what? All right, so this is the contract numbers for Jonathan Jones. The Patriots are expected to re-sign standout cornerback Jonathan Jones. He gets a 2 year deal, up to 20 million, 13 million guaranteed. The Raiders, the Raiders, the Raiders. This is why I don't get. This is why I don't get happy. This man signed with the Broncos. He stayed in our division. He's getting 2 years, $10 million deal, and he chose to play. I would listen. If I was Stidham, I would chose to play for Sean Payton. Typical Raiders football, y'all. Typical Raiders. I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen after Carr left. I knew it. The options are running out. We have Chase Garbers. Chase Garbers is the only one under contract. Chase Garbers is the only one under contract, unfortunately. It's between Jimmy G or Baker. If we get Baker, I'm done. I don't want Baker. I don't know why you expect us to go all out. We don't have a QB until we go out and get one, which will take a bulk of our cap. We don't do anything. When we do, it will be cheap. I'm not expecting anything, honestly. I'm not expecting anything, honestly. Exactly. Signing with the Denver Broncos says a lot. Like, I understand if he went to another team in the NFC or another team in the AFC, but he directly stayed in our division. Think about that. Up, Anthony Price, where you at? Anthony Price, we got some news for the Commanders. The Commanders are re-signing cornerback Danny Johnson to a 2 year deal worth up to $7 million with 2.75 guaranteed per sources. So the Commanders are re-signing Danny Johnson to a 2 year deal. Baker is another Wentz that since they can't stay long with any NFL team. Exactly. That's why I don't want Baker Mayfield. The best quarterback the best quarterback available, as far as free agency wise, outside of a trade, is Jimmy G. The Raiders 20-21 win sign of progress, but now it's going backwards. We not. I'm telling you, I got a feeling nobody's gonna want to play for McDaniels. If you're not a former Patriot, they're not gonna want to play for McDaniels. And this is the problem I had with him as the coach. And this is the problem. Nobody wants to play for McDaniels, man. If Jared Stidham didn't want to stay here, what makes you think anybody wants to come here? I don't want Carson Wentz. And the Patriots have re-signed Raekwon McMillan. They re-signed Raekwon McMillan to a one-year deal, 1.6 million. That's worth up to 2.2 million with incentives per source. Yeah, I'm said what I said. Ain't nobody going. I don't think if Mario's not going to come back here playing for McDaniels. McDaniels is not a good attraction. He's not a good attraction of a coach. He's not a good leader. This is why I hate the McDaniels hire. I hate it. Jimmy G doesn't make us better. Better off going to get Brissett if he's available. How he doesn't make us better? Number one, the man won playoff games. The man been to an NFC championship. The man has a better winning percentage than anybody on the market right now. So how does he doesn't make us better? That man has a better winning percentage than any quarterback on the market as far as free agents, not but quarterbacks that's under contract that's trying to get traded. I'm saying he had a better winning percentage than Baker Mayfield. He has a better winning percentage than Jacoby Brissett. He has a better winning percentage than quarterbacks that's on the market as a free agent. Should we trade for Shaq Mason? Tampa Bay is trying to move him as a guard. From what I'm hearing, they're trying to release him. They're trying to release Shaq Mason. If they can't find a trade suitor, they're trying to release Shaq Mason. That's what they're trying to do. Yo, I'm so real with y'all. I sat here and ate my lunch with y'all during this tampering period. I sat here and really ate my lunch during this tampering period. But I said it, y'all. I said, what's the plan if Stidham doesn't get re-signed? What is the plan? Yes, he did, but he did all that with the best roster in the league. Y'all never look at the situations, his team, his coaching. But this is the problem with that, right? He did that with the team and coaching. So that means the Las Vegas Raiders need to take notes, right? Like, think about that. The Las Vegas Raiders need to take notes to make a better roster for Jimmy G. That's all I'm saying. If you want to bring in Jimmy G, you gotta bring in a better roster, especially on the defensive side. But he knows how to win games. He knows how to win games. But you gotta think about all the quarterbacks that came through the 49ers. Alex Smith, Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo. The 49ers are cheating, LOL. I can't. But the 49ers know how to draft and they know what players fit their suit, basically. Basically knows that. Up, another offensive lineman is signing with the Broncos. Former 49ers Mike McClinchy is expected to sign with the Denver Broncos. From what I'm hearing, he's asking for $25 million guaranteed, but I don't want that. Javon Hargrave, $20 million is crazy. But right tackle Mike McGlinchey, which the guy that I wanted to get us a free agency, is expected to sign with the Denver Broncos. So that's two good offensive linemen off the board that's going to Denver. Ben Powers and Mike McGlinchey. And Hargrave signed with the 49ers. I'm trying to see that news. I don't see that news yet. Oh, there it go. Javon Hargrave has reached an agreement of a 4-year, what? 4-year, $84 million deal with $40 million guarantee as signing with the 49ers per source. Deal negotiated by Drew Rosenhaus. Yo, the Raiders ain't doing shit. Yo, The Niners. This is why, and this is why quarterbacks are good at the 49ers. This is why. This is why the 49ers are good. This is why the 49ers are good every year. That's why they win the NFC West majority of the year. Raiders, take fucking notes. Take notes. That's all I'm gonna say. Take notes. Are you serious? 84 million for Javon Hargrave. I can't, yo. That defensive line about to be nasty. That line's about to be nasty. When I tell you, the Las Vegas Raiders are not doing shit. They're not doing a goddamn thing. All we heard was Jimmy Garoppolo. That's all we heard. All the good defensive players and offensive linemen is coming off the board. In free agency, what are we doing? Javon fucking Hargraves is off the board. Like, really? Peyton is snoring up that old line. Is shoring up the old line. And we going to be at the bottom. We are going to be at the bottom of the division. Draymond Jones is about to get paid seriously. Listen. This is why I don't get excited. That's why I don't get excited for free agency when it comes to the Raiders. This is why I don't get excited, because we don't do shit. We get a bunch of mediocre players in free agency. We do. And this is how the draft is going to be. The people that we want in the draft, listen, I don't have no expectations for the draft. I have no expectations for the draft. I don't. I don't. I have no expectations for the draft. Who cares about the Cowboys? Hey, Scrum, don't do that. Don't do that, Scrum. He's been here for a long time. He's been on my channel for a long time, Scrum. This is a football channel. This is just not a Raiders channel. This is a football channel. That's why I say Spotlight Football Talk. I'm just a diehard Raiders fan, but this is a football channel. We're going to respect everybody else's team in this channel. Sorry. But I feel bad for Arku. I feel bad for Arku. I do. Because he's a Cowboys fan. I feel bad. Miss Fox Saints still need to get under the cap. Hey, they actually reconstructing Cam Jordan's contract. That's what they're doing for the Saints. Yo, like I'm Raiders is fucking terrible. It's cool, sorry. No, I'm just saying, like, I'm just making sure. Man, listen. That man got 20 million that man got 40 million guaranteed. Javon Hart, see, this is why John Lynch is a great GM for the 49ers. This is why John Lynch is good. Your Raiders are in the same boat. We are. We are. Darian, don't we cross fingers because we know our teams aren't going to draft the players we want. We're not. We're absolutely not. How long I've been on here, man? What does 88 minutes mean? Is that more than 2 hours? Is that more than 2 hours? Let me see. What does 88 minutes mean? John Lynch is a great GM. He is. He's an awesome GM. No shade. He's an awesome GM. I'm sorry to say. I know how good he is. Exactly. Would you take Washington back up Taylor Heineke? You know what? I sure will. I love Taylor Heineke. I have a big, I have a big, I'm a big fan of Taylor Heineke. 90 minutes, 1.5 hours. Okay, thank you. Because I can't be on here I can't be on here all day at the job. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm so raw and uncut with y'all, man. I'm so raw and uncut with it. 1 hour and 20 minutes. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Nah. All the people that we want in free agency is leaving, y'all. Denver don't need these linemen. They do for rotational pieces, but Hargrave's going to be a starter. That's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Hargraves is going to be a starter. Unfortunately. Okay, so this is the. So you work in PayPal in Philly, yeah, but this building is closing, so I'll be doing YouTube full time until I find another job. So this is my last week here. This is my last week here. So the sources said the Broncos are giving right tackle Mike McGlinchey 5 years, $87.5 million, over $50 million guaranteed. Hey, Anthony Price. Anthony Price. You got a good story here. Former Giants offensive lineman Nick Gates, who broke his left fibula and tibia in a game against Washington in 2021 and battled his way back from 7 surgeries, is headed back to Washington. Gates has agreed to terms of a 3-year deal with the Commanders, sources says, and that is according to Michael Garfalo. I was right. I was right about Stidham. I was right. And I cannot wait to do a YouTube short about this. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to do a reel about this. I said it in the live stream. I said it. I said it. I was like, what if? Great, another Alex Smith making a comeback player of the year. But he's an offensive lineman. He's not a quarterback. He's an offensive lineman. But I said this, bro. I said, what if Stidham signs somewhere else? What is the next move? What is the next move? That's what I said. Like, Raider Nation, this is what we go through. Raider Nation, this is what we go through. This is what we go through. All right, so the Falcons agreed to terms with punter Bradley Pinion. Okay, so we got some more news. Ian Rappaport. All right, so my phone about to die. He says the sources Ian Rappaport, the Lions are signing Cam Sutton to a 3-year deal worth $33 million, $21.5 million guaranteed. So Cam Sutton, the former Pittsburgh Steeler, is signing with the Detroit Lions. So Chad, where you at? Chad, where you at? Sitting here thinking how great Hargraves would have fit, but we don't get him. Bro, Stiddy is going to the Broncos. Yes, you late. You late, bro. You late, bro. We need Magic Johnson as our GM, LOL. Cam Sutton, Chad. Chad, where you at? Chad, where you at? Cam Sutton is signing a 3-year deal worth $33 million, $21.5 million. A lot of signings in the first day. You got to think that negotiations going on behind the scenes. There had to be negotiations going on behind the scenes because people are just agreeing like that. It's crazy. It's crazy. But let me get off here, y'all. Let me get off here. Because this phone is dying and I don't want it to mess up. So, John L. Jackson, I'm leaving the chat, bro. I've been on here for almost 2 hours. I will keep y'all updated with YouTube shorts. Excuse me. I keep y'all updated with YouTube shorts. All the updates when it comes to the breaking news of the more notable signings. But the last notable signing that we have is Cam Sutton signing a 3-year deal worth $33 million, $21.5 million guaranteed. And he will be joining the Detroit Lions, former cornerback from the Pittsburgh Steelers, y'all. I holla at y'all, and I will see y'all in another live stream. I might do another one later on today. Not too sure about that because I still got to do my other podcast, which is the Darian Hopkins Show. But I'm out of here, y'all. The phone about to die. I can't plug it up right now, so I'm out of here, y'all. Peace and I'll see y'all in the next video.